I'm Mary.
I'm Daniel, also known as Flo.
And this is the Wildcat 91.9.
Award-winning and student-run, the Wildcat plays rock. They play urban, they even play dubstep. Sometimes things get a little crazy. Their DJs talk news, sports, technology, pop culture. They even packed 4 guys into a van to send to the Cotton Bowl.
It's a long way to go, but we do it for you. We're the Wildcat 91.9.
Last week, we learned about how the local organization, Planting Hope International, is helping an orphanage in Zimbabwe called Eden Children's Village.
Channel 8 reporter Ann Clausen was there in October. She has more about the orphanage.
Thanks, guys. Eden's Children's Village is a home to over 100 orphans, and the school provides an education for over 200 young people. These 7-year-old boys love playing soccer with their friends. However, some of them have to get up between 4 and 5 in the morning to walk 2 to 3 miles to make it to school. 17-year-old Pauline Nouvet is one of the students who has to get up early to prepare for school.
If I had not been in Eden, I don't think my life would be happening as it is right now. Because I see many changes in my life, both spiritually and physically.
Many young women the same age as Pauline already are married and have children, but not Pauline. Eden's has provided her with the opportunity to get an education and pursue her dreams.
When I grow up, I want to be an accountant. Yeah, I want to work financially.
Pauline is one of the many students that Eden's helps. Hundreds of people are reaping the benefits of the support from individuals around the world. Planting Hope International out of Manhattan is one of the 2 U.S. organizations that help provide the necessary resources to the orphanage and school. The trailer they loaded on March 3rd will take about 2 months to arrive at Eden's. Much needed school supplies, food, and generators will help Eden's make it through the next year. Young people like Pauline and little Chayedza in the green shorts and white shirt on the right are just 2 of the hundreds of people at Eden's who will benefit from these desperately needed supplies. The people I met at Eden's were passionate about their work, and the children were all so joyful and grateful for the opportunity to have a home or a place to go to school. If you are interested in learning more or helping, visit www.plantinghopeinternational.org. And more information about Eden Children's Village can be found under their current projects. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Ann. That looked like an awesome trip and a fantastic opportunity for you.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that with us. With everyone getting ready for spring break next week and March Madness, we like to see how the Kansas State University's Collegiate keeps everyone updated with all of these events. Jacob Heffern is joined in studio with a member of the Collegiate now. Jacob?
Thanks, Shelby. I'm joined today by Caroline Sweeney, the editor-in-chief of the K-State Collegiate. So, Caroline, today in our show we've already had a couple stories on Fake Patty's Day, and I saw today in the paper you guys had an article. Is there anything else the Collegiate's going to be doing to recap the events?
Not to recap the events, but we are moving on to St. Patrick's Day, which is happening on Saturday. We have a great list of St. Patrick's Day themed drinks. We talk about a good recipe for Irish soda bread, and we even recap some of the mythical creatures around Ireland and St. Patrick's Day, and we talk about the saints as well that come from Ireland.
Very cool. And also tomorrow, K-State starts their tournament with the game tomorrow. Is there anything you guys are doing to cover the game or the tournament in general?
Yeah, we are. We're going to have recaps and previews of all the games coming up. We want to make sure that we keep the K-State community informed. We're also doing a bracket through our advertising side of the paper. You get to enter for free 5 different brackets. So I haven't filled out my first one, but I need to, because you get to watch me, the sports editor Kelly, the advertising manager, and Nate Spriggs, the student body president, and track how we do in the brackets. I don't expect to win anything, but you can win cash prizes and a gift card to Hy-Vee.
Definitely sounds like it'd be worth your time to at least enter one bracket.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you said you were spring break. Are you guys doing anything to cover that? I mean, I guess you had some preview articles about what to do for spring break, but is there any polls or anything you guys are doing for spring break?
We do have a poll going on right now on our website. We just want to know where everyone's going, if they're staying here, if they're going home, if they'll be going somewhere else in the country or if they'll be flying out internationally. We're curious to see what K-State students are up to in a general way, and I have a feeling we'll be covering spring break more when people come back. We only publish when kids are in school, so we won't be publishing the week of spring break, but we will have all of the sports updates online.
Very cool. Well, that's all the time we have today. I'd like to thank Caroline for taking the time to come and join us today. And we'll send it back to Shelby and Todd at the desk.
Thanks for the update, guys. Hopefully everyone keeps their green shirts around for the real St. Patrick's Day next weekend.
Heard that, Shelby. We'll have to take a quick break, but when we come back, the Sunset Zoo will be joining us here in studio. Stay tuned.
They keep saying we laugh just a little too loud.
And we came to exist on our own. Then why can't the world fill me up? I wonder where I got the hunger from.
I think it went pretty well.
I sang Tunnels by the Arcade Fire. I did not sing it as well as Win Butler typically sings it, so that might be part of the problem.
Something about lonely nights and the lipstick on your face. I put my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go.
I talked a little bit in the middle of the song to the judges to try and get my confidence back up. That was not an effective strategy.
When you say you need to talk, he walks. You say sit down, it's just a talk.
And that's the modest mate. Each day I pray God makes a way. If I die broke, I would still be glad, because I know I live my life his way.
How do you think it went?
Awesomely. I play guitar and sing and stuff, so I actually came out with an album, so I'm kind of trying to find out ways to promote it.
I think I did good. I hope I did good.
Bow out, go. Now I said bow out and leave. I said take your stuff and go, 'cause you're not for me, no.
There's not a doubt in my mind that I will be something.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. Jacob Heffern is joined in studio right now by the members of the Sunset Zoo and another special guest. What cute little guy is visiting us today?
Thanks, Shelby. I'm joined by Courtney and Ella from the Sunset Zoo, and they brought a special guest with them. So who's this cute little guy you brought for us?
This is Aiken, and he is an African pygmy hedgehog.
Now hedgehogs, like, those look pretty sharp. Is it a good idea to pet hedgehogs, or do you just have to hold them underneath?
He's actually not too bad when he's relaxed, which he is right now. If he gets nervous, he does roll into a ball, and those spines will stick up, and he kind of jabs you with them. However, if you're very deliberate and slow and don't scare him, it's perfectly fine to pet him.
So what do you feed him? He's pretty small. I mean, what do they eat?
He's an insectivore, so we feed him a hedgehog chow, as well as mealworms and small crickets.
I heard you say before the show that he's nocturnal.
He is nocturnal.
He's pretty wide awake right now.
So
Is
this is
unusual?
probably very light for him, very bright. However, he's pretty used to being handled throughout the day. We do take him on programs at the zoo, and he travels to schools as well. So he's used to being woken up from his nap, and he'll go out on programs. But I'm sure as soon as we get back, he's going to bury himself in his house and go back to sleep.
Where are hedgehogs commonly found? Are there a lot around Kansas, or are they?
They're not in Kansas. This one is a pygmy African hedgehog, so it's from Central and Eastern Africa, and they have been domesticated, so you could find them in pet stores in Kansas.
Mm-hmm. So do you have a lot of hedgehogs, or is he the only one the zoo has?
He's the only one that we have in our collection right now.
Okay, where do you find him in the zoo? Does he just go on trips, or
he lives in our education department, so he's not viewable by the public. If you wanted to meet Aiken in person, you would have to schedule a program with us.
Very cool. So what kind of events does the zoo have going on or coming up soon?
Well, we're really excited. Spring is, of course, a busy time of year, and with this great weather, we've had a ton of people out. March 24th, we actually have Community Appreciation Day, which is a free day at the zoo, so anyone who comes to the zoo from noon to 5 gets in free. And then March 31st, we actually will have a National Geographic photographer, Joel Sartor, in town, and he will be speaking at the Beach Museum of Art for free as well, and talking about what it's like to be a National Geographic photographer. And then he actually went behind the scenes at Sunset Zoo to do some photography as well. So we're really excited to have him here.
Very cool. It sounds like you guys have a lot going on.
We do. We do.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Courtney and Ella for taking the time to join us in the studio and show off Aiken for us. We're going to have to take another break, but up next, Lindsay Elliott gives us a full look at the weather. And Don Bullerjack will update us on the lowdown on both K-State teams' upcoming trips to the NCAA tourney this weekend. Stay tuned.